Yes, guys. Yes, my friends. I think I'm up and running now. Let me just do some promoting. That's what we do. I am live. And there we go. Let's see here. So, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. All right, guys. Yeah, I'll just wait a couple minutes more before some people join my live, my first solo live on a Friday night. We're gonna do it this way every Friday night. I'm gonna do a live session, so hope many of you guys will join me every Friday. Because if not, I'm gonna change it up then. Because I really like those lives. Really, really, really like those live sessions. Let's see here. So, before we go any further, we need to find out where we stand because club football is back. Club football is back tomorrow, at least for Serie A, which is actually quite nice to see because I've been missing my club football. With this COVID nonsense, this COVID nonsense is just too heavy, man. It's just too heavy. I need my football back, my proper football with the fans, with the traveling. I'd love to travel to Turin actually to to watch my Juve because I miss them so much. Not many people are joining. Not yet, anyway. We'll wait and see for a couple more minutes. But what we do know, tomorrow is actually huge day because we have Napoli-Atalanta first off, and then there is Sampdoria-Lazio, also a good game. Then we have Derby della Madonnina. It's basically Inter against Milan, and then of course we have Crotone against Juve. So yeah, it's a great day tomorrow. It's a great day for football tomorrow, and of course we have some stuff from the Premier League as well. But to be quite honest, I don't care about Premier League. Seriously though, I don't care because I don't know. First of all, I don't have any. First of all, I don't have any rights. I don't have any stream. I don't have any. I don't pay for any service to watch Premier League. And if I do that here in Norway, it will cost me a fortune. So I'd rather not. I have enough with Juve, and that's more than enough. And I see some guys already in the chat. Maria, always lovely to see you. I think it's actually first time on my live. However, Maria, great to see you here. Thank you. Adisha is always there. I really hope I pronounce your name right. Adisha, and of course Harper, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. I know that you are there. And I always say that I love all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. The guys are watching me from all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. But back to the Serie A and what we are to expect this weekend. Because, yeah, as I said, we have Atalanta against Napoli. Atalanta playing away to Napoli. And this will be very, very exciting game because Atalanta are absolutely nuts. They're absolutely crazy. Scoring for fun. Scoring at will, and of course against the Napoli, who, well, now they're playing at home. Of course, they have no positive cases now, so everything is a-okay and dandy. They will for sure play against Atalanta, and this is it. So they will actually play tomorrow, but I really hope they're gonna lose. Because I love watching Atalanta play. I won't say I love Atalanta as a club, because it's only Juve for me, of course, but. Atalanta are just too fun. And I'd rather see Atalanta win rather than Napoli. I really, guys, hope you agree with me on that one. Maria says, always going to support my fellow Juventini. Well, likewise, always going to support you. Just a shout out to Maria. Let me just highlight her right here. Maria is one of the few, maybe if not the only one, who does the TikTok. The child thing they call TikTok for kids basically, because TikTok for us old people, I just feel that TikTok is just a bit more it's just so vibrant, it's just so active, it's just so cool. It's just way too cool for me. Wenfuku. So Maria, I love your TikTok. I think I'm actually following. If I'm not, I really do apologize. I will follow your TikTok. I don't even know how to do that, but for sure I will do it. So thank you. Please, guys, also follow Maria on TikTok and well Instagram, Twitter, and yeah, wherever you may find her, because this is a great Juventina from the West Coast. I mean, from the US, Canada, Mexico, all that stuff is West Coast for me because I live in Norway. But there you go, Maria. There's a shout out to you, and I hope you grow. Really, I hope you grow your fan base and on TikTok. You will get at least one more today after my live because I will subscribe or follow you. Yeah. Let's see. What is going on? Ah, there we go. Sorry. Aditya says, I hope Napoli lose tomorrow. Yeah, well, duh, of course. Well, right now, after this row with the COVID lockdown, and they were not allowed to travel, and now we were handed a 3-0 victory. It's fun. I have to admit, it's fun, but it's always good fun. Because it's also good fun because we didn't do anything wrong, right? We just followed the protocol and that's it. I have no idea why we should complain or why others complain about us fielding the team, because this would be I don't know, anything else than a win to us would be unfair to us because we did nothing wrong. We followed the protocol, they didn't, and that's it, over and done with. So yeah, I really hope they lose tomorrow, for sure. Yeah, anything else? Just recently, yeah, I just saw today. So Torino have announced 6 cases of coronavirus in the youth team. So there we go. It keeps growing, guys. So this season is so unpredictable. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's each day. It's basically touch and go. So for me, I'm happy as long as Juve play. Cristiano is, of course, COVID positive, as well as Weston McKennie, so they won't play against Crotone. So there we go. Already 2 cases for us, but we ain't complaining. We travel, we play. So there we go. What do we have? Anything else we have interesting there? So tomorrow, Sampdoria against Lazio. Don't care much about that. Of course, Sampdoria would be preferable to win. And of course, Merda against Milan. I'm not sure about that game, however. Merda against Milan. Who do I want to win? Well, even though Milan won 3 out of 3 and Merda only 2 out of 3, I really hope Milan will win this one because I hate Merda to death. So yeah, even though they have a lot of players out, I don't care. I still don't want them to lose. So yeah, Forza Milan for tomorrow only. And of course, Crotone against Juve. I did my preview, guys. If you didn't watch the preview, please check that out. I did it yesterday, uploaded to my YouTube channel right there. And Francesco has also joined me for my live. Hi, Francesco. Always nice to see you. No way we're losing tomorrow. Well, no way we're losing tomorrow. If we lose tomorrow, Has will roll. I will personally drive to Turin and give them a piece of my mind. I will find them, their little bubble somewhere. I will find them and I will roast every single one of them. Well, I don't think it would be possible, but do I wish I want to do that? Because if we are losing tomorrow against freaking Crotone, who are bottom of the league, 3 losses out of 3, 2 scored, 10 conceded. I mean, no excuses, really. No excuses not to win tomorrow. If you saw my preview, you already know what my prediction was or is still, because I haven't changed it. If you didn't watch the preview, well, I will say it a bit later. What is my prediction? Because I really think this is what's gonna happen. Yeah. So, I mean, for this, we have a question here. Aditya says that I think Bernardeschi will be in starting 11 tomorrow. Well, I mean, yeah, okay. If not, that's also fine, because still, this is Crotone. Frabotta, I really hope Frabotta plays. If we see Bernardeschi on the left wing back, fine, because then for the first, then I will know that Bernardeschi will play as a left wing back this season. If I see him as a right winger or left winger or something, then still indecisive. Still, I'm not so sure what's gonna happen to Bernardeschi this season. But yeah, maybe most likely he will start from the bench. But Frabotta would be my preferred choice, just because it's Crotone and the kid needs to play. These games, perfect for him. Perfect. If Bernardeschi will play tomorrow, fine as well, fine. But then I expect something from him as well. I don't want some dilly-dallying indecision making from him as usual. I want power. I want power from my kid. So yeah, against Crotone tomorrow. Already, as I said also in my preview, I told you guys about my preferred formation. So, I mean, I can just give it to you now. Basically, let's see if I find it. Or did I delete it? I really hope I didn't. Let's see if I can find it. My preferred formation. I was quite happy with that one, actually, because it hit the nail on the head. And why, you ask? Well, because today, the rumors are that Gigi Buffon will actually start. Oh, no, never mind. I didn't save that. All right, never mind. In any case, I think that Gigi Buffon will start. And then we have Chiellini, Bonucci, and Demiral at the back. This is what I'm thinking. Maybe Chiellini will be benched, and then we have guys like Danilo will slot in, of course. And yeah, basically Bonucci will always play because he's apparently the focal point at the back there going forward with his ball possession, whatever that is, but his kick-ass defending. I'm not so sure about that in defending, But Arthur and Bentancur in the midfield, Cuadrado on the right, Frabotta on the left, Kulusevski just behind Dybala and Morata if Dybala starts. If Dybala does not start, well, then it will be a slight of change of formation. Maybe we will see Chiesa from the start. Chiesa, Kulusevski, and Morata will certainly play together if Dybala isn't playing tomorrow. This is just a hunch, but that's also a reasonable hunch because, well, Cristiano is out, McKennie is out, Ramsey is out. Yeah, we have basically very few options, and Dybala is also in doubt. So very few options, and this is what we're gonna go with. So there we go. And I think still this would be enough to beat those guys. Yeah, so there we go. Tomorrow night that will be, and of course I will do the post-match play ratings live as well, just like this one. It will be slightly different because I will go through the game basically, and I'll give the rating to each and every player. Hopefully it will be happy play ratings, and luckily Cristiano will not play because yeah. You know how it is, because as long as Cristiano plays, I will give him a rating, and then people won't be happy with that rating, and then the thing just explodes. So for me, it's much more safer, much more fun, much more. It will be much more calm watching the game, knowing Cristiano isn't playing. Mirgan just joined me. Hi, Mirgan. Always nice to see you. Yeah. And there we go. Another update for the COVID. Guys, this thing is growing. Positive cases, 3 players and a member of the staff of the under-23s for Juve. News just now from Calcio Mercato. Yeah, I think it's good that they are in a bubble right now. Well, because they don't have a choice. But to be quite honest, those Nations League, that international break, basically, so unnecessary. Because, well, I bet you if it wasn't for the international break, Cristiano would be available tomorrow. I have no doubt about it. Same goes for many other players. Well, some players also got tested positive, I think, during this international break. So it's, and we'll still have Ramsey available. So, yeah, you never know. But this COVID is BS, really. Overdone with. Let's get my football back. Give it me back so I can travel to Turin, finally see my Juve play this season. Spend a fortune at the J store, because that's what I do every time I'm there. Don't tell my wife. Well, never mind. She knows it already. She knows it already. I spent what did I spend last time? I spent 700 euros. I think I spent on at the J store last time I was there. There was when was this? It was last. Yeah, it was in October. Yeah, it was 1 year ago. Whoa. 1 year ago, 1 year ago, I was at J Stadium watching the Lokomotiv game, the Champions League. I think it was exactly 1 year. Wow. Time flies, huh? Time flies. 700 euro I spent. I bought all the 3 shirts. Yeah, it's a long story, but yeah, I'm crazy. I'm crazy for Juve store. I'm crazy for Juve stuff, and yeah, I love my club, so I'd love to travel. Every time I'm going to the stadium, I've been there 3 times. Yeah, sorry for digress, but this is therapy session. So I just talk to you guys, talk football. So I've been there 3 times. I think the first one was a win. No, the first one was a draw actually. The second one was a win, and then the third one was also in this one for the Lokomotiv game, and it was great fun. And I gotta show you something. Also digressing, but yeah, I do what I want. This picture right here. It's taken of my wife. Basically our honeymoon. 10 years ago almost. This is 2011, and it says in the bottom corner here, 21st of September 2011, and this was taken. This is at home, of course, as you can see. This is against Bologna. We played against Bologna, and it 1-1. As you can see, this is our coach Andrea Pirlo taking a free kick. This is one of my favorite players back then, Milos Kasic. Let me show you up close. There you go. You probably see it right now. And then we have the legend himself, Simone Pepe. And then we have Alessandro Diamanti in the wall right there. There we go. Paolo Di Ceglie, Giorgio Chiellini. I don't know who that is. Barzagli, Del Piero. Yeah, and there we go. This was such a surreal experience to be a part of that journey. This is my first time to Turin, our honeymoon, but I enjoyed it so much. I was so nervous, and I remember when I arrived, when I entered the J Stadium, it was so warm feeling. I felt at home, really, basically. So for me, when I go into the stadium, no matter who sits next to me, I just feel that I want to hug that person, because we all think the same. We're all Juve fans. So I love it. So, and then the next game was against Siena. We won 3-0. I think that was the season later. Yeah, it was freaking cold. I think it was in February or something. It was cold. But this particular picture means a lot to me, because this is, well, first and foremost, this is my wife took it with me. This is our honeymoon. We decided to go to Italy for the Juve game. Imagine that, marrying somebody, and then let's go to Juve. To the Juve game. We bought the tickets. I know nothing Italian. Zero. I don't speak Italian. And also, it's always going to be a crazy trip, but it went fine. So yeah, this is the one this one means a lot to me. So I will probably put this up somewhere sooner or later. But yeah, I love it. And then the last game was, of course, against Juve, against Lokomotiv Moscow. The vlog, my live vlog. From that trip is uploaded to this very channel, so you can see straight away. I think it's actually my first video. When you come into my channel, you see that video. That was a crazy trip. We started early in the morning, and then we basically arrived in Turin at 7 p.m. or something, and the game was started just in 2 hours. So it was a crazy trip. But man, listen, every time I arrive in Turin, it's just so cool. I'm in a different country. I'm in a different country. I go to see my favorite team. I travel far just to see my team, and it's so much worth it. Especially that game against Lokomotiv when we were 1-0 down by the halftime, and then Dybala, showed his skill and turned it around for us single-handedly, and we won 2-1 in the end. So that was a great trip. And then I spent 700 euros in the shop. Three match kits, home away, and a third, of course. Bunch of accessories. It's I go crazy. So, and I love shopping anyway. It doesn't matter really the Juve store or no Juve store. I go to freaking River Island and spend 1 hour just walking around and looking for stuff. I sit Zara. You know the Zara store. I love Zara. It's cheap as shop, but I love it. I love it. Zara Home, I like it. I don't know. It's just a therapy for me. Go go shopping. Not exactly spending money, but just looking around and this one looks nice. This one looks nice. Ooh, I want that one. So, girls, I know perfectly. Ladies, I know. If you love shopping, I know what you mean. Because I'm in your shoes every single time I walk into this shopping street or whatever. Oxford Street in London, the Turin, to Milan as well, Milano. Rome as well. Shopping. Anyway, sorry, it was just a little story, but quite fun. Let's see. So Mirgan says, my wife would kill me if he spent 700 euros at once for Juve. Yeah, well, my wife, you know what my wife did? My wife, she just did like this. It's lovely. It's lovely. But then again, she says, this is your money, do what you want, but please don't ruin us. And of course, I won't. But and I saved money for this stuff. This is not like I'm working like a top job. I earn millions and millions. No, far from it. But when you love Juve, you kind of go crazy. You kind of go absolutely crazy. Maria says, I was supposed to see Juve play for the first time. Ooh, last March. Then COVID happened. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a bad one. Don't tell me this is the Inter game you were supposed to go to. Ooh, if it is, I feel sorry for you. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's not good. I really, really hope it works out for you in the future, though. I really, really hope so, because watching Juve is something spectacular. But one thing that's most important thing is when you go to Juve store, when you go to J Stadium, one thing you have to remember: take your time, enjoy yourself, because this is not a football game when you walk in, you watch the game, you go and buy a hot dog or whatever during the halftime, then you watch the second half, and then you go home. No, embrace everything, embrace the feeling, embrace the chance, embrace the game, embrace the atmosphere, embrace when the final whistle is being blown. Don't just go. Look around you, look what people are doing. Just embrace everything that's going on around you, because this is so cool. At Juve Stadium, this is I say Juve, it should be Allianz Stadium, but I will say Juve Stadium forever, because this is what it is. So yeah, Maria, to be quite honest, when you get the chance to finally go, and I really hope it won't be that far off, far into the future, just enjoy yourself. And I really hope we meet up sometime, actually, maybe in Turin or whatever. It will be crazy. It will be crazy fun. And as I say, enjoy yourself when you are in Turin. Many players, almost every player, I haven't heard any player speak negatively of the city of Turin. Danilo, I think, actually spoke this week about praising Turin as a city. Because it is so quiet, you can actually relax, and many players have said this, and I can agree. I can understand where they're coming from, because Milano is too heavy. Rome also, for sure. I've been there as well. London is just crazy, but it's it's quiet. It's nice quiet. Of course, their English is not that great, but we'll make it work somehow. Mirgan says you're from Norway, so you can feel the cold. Yes. So that's, but kind of, when you go to Italy, you expect something warmer, right? So I was kind of, I wanted something warmer than this. So yeah, but it's cool. Maria says, no, it was for Juve against Lecce. My cousin and I were going together to see our first Juve game. Yeah. Yep, Juve Lecce. What was the final result? I don't remember, but I think we won. Yeah, there we go. Samir, haven't seen you here before, so yeah, Samir, welcome to my channel. If I have seen you and I don't remember, I'm sorry. But yeah, is that Takenade jersey hanging on your wall? One of my favorite players of all time. You know what? It is, and I'll tell you a story about that jersey because every jersey right here has a story. It is a Takenade jersey. Yes, it is. It's lovely. It's lovely. You jersey geeks, I probably know this, what year this is from, but I think it is from 0001. I'm probably mistaken, but anyway. Takenade jersey. This is my first ever original jersey. And this is the jersey that I bought from the official Juve store back in the day. And I got it sent to me. And there was actually a guy from DHL. I don't know if you know the courier, but DHL arrived to my doorstep basically, and it was an Italian. Spoke in Norwegian, yeah, bad Norwegian, but I could tell there was an Italian, and I was like. And at the time, I was 15. I think it was 15. I think I was 15 years old when I got that jersey. And the funny thing was, I was thinking I was 15, as I say. This guy probably drove all the way from Italy just to give me that jersey. I was stupid back then, but and I felt this is. And since then, that feeling, the Italians are actually driving themselves to Norway to give me that jersey, that original jersey, an authentic jersey, and I love the feeling of it. I like the feeling of being special. That moment, so that feeling kind of kept with me. I kept that feeling with me. So that's why this jersey means a lot to me. So I would never, ever get rid of it. Yeah, this I love this. I love this, and yeah. And there we go. So Takenade jersey for you. So yes, you are correct. So yeah, if you guys have any story that you want to share with your Juve experience, your first time you've been to Juve store or Juve stadium or whatever, just let me know. Let's share because this is therapy session. Let's feel good about ourselves for a moment during this COVID bullshit times and the fact that we are hated by everyone in the league except from ourselves, of course. Everyone is against us and all that. So let's have some fun tonight. Huh? Francesco says, the first Juventus game I saw was Juve Fiorentina when I was 13 years old. So I want that match to be my first one in person. Yeah. So you never been actually to J Stadium, huh, Francesco? Juve Fiorentina. That is a crazy game. Always a crazy game. Juve Fiorentina. It's a fierce rivalry, of course, from back in the day. So yeah, indeed, this is a cool. But yeah, the tickets also are very expensive. As soon as we meet a rival or a big team from whatever, the ticket prices are just skyrocket. So that's why I've been to crappy games. I mean, crappy with all due respect. I mean, Siena and Bologna. Those tickets were, expensive, but not that expensive. But the Locomotive one was a bit expensive, but it was totally worth it. Totally worth it. So there we go. And 1-1, he says. All right, yeah. Well, it is what it is, guys. Yeah, as I said, just comment in the chat section about your story, about your feeling, about your first time with Juve. It's, it's so special. It's so unique. For me, personally, I was 7. I watched, I don't know if you've heard this before, but if you haven't, I'll tell you once again. I watched, it was a black and white screen back in the day. So I watched the Juve against Milan. And of course, when you watch Juve against Milan in a black and white screen, you know which team you will be supporting because you will be seeing you'll be only focusing on the guys who actually are wearing black and white stripes. So there we go. So this is where it started. And of course, when we had the Roberto Baggio. I think actually I have his jersey. Let's see. No, I think I have it somewhere else. Where is it? Where is my jersey? I need to find it. But anyway, Roberto Baggio, you know all about the guy. So yeah, so this is where it started. He was my idol, still my favorite player of all time. Close second is Alessandro Del Piero. Then we have Claudio Marchisio and whatever, and so on and so on. But yeah, that's where it started, and it just kind of grew and grew and grew and grew. And in Norway, you are not that privileged to watch Serie A, so you gotta dig deep. And finally, now we're updated to today's standards. So in Norway, you're actually able to watch the Serie A on a streaming service, but still it works. It works perfectly. I pay for it, so it's not illegal. So yeah. Mirgan says, unfortunately, I've never seen Juventus in the stadium. Been in Italy 7 times, but in summer. Yeah, it is like it is. We're always treated like a vacation spot, But yeah, I think until October, November, it's quite warm actually there. So I'd recommend still going there. And well, avoid Rome during the summer at all times. It's crazy. Well, right now it's COVID, of course, but if we take COVID out of the equation, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, Maria says, I only saw you play in person when they came to the US for the preseason. Yes, that's all. That's kind of that's the usual. This is the usual thing that people are from US and from other side of the world, like Singapore, Australia. They unfortunately can't travel to. Basically, it's too far or too expensive to travel to Italy. But when Juve comes to you, you better watch him. But of course, unfortunately, it's not the same. It's not the same as a real competitive game. But it's still fun. It's still fun, of course. Juve, I don't care. If Juve comes to my town, I'll go, of course. And to be quite honest, I don't even care if it's ladies or not. If it's Juventus women are coming to Norway, I will be there. I think it's not so far from. I think next week actually they draw the. What's going to happen with the Champions League for the women? If we're going to face some Norwegian team or not. If we do, well, I will be there because, yeah, guys, I like watching the ladies play. It doesn't matter who plays the ball, at least as long as Juve. So, yeah, there we go. Francesco says, my favorites are Buffon and Gaetano Scirea. Wow. That's a huge step back in time, my friend. Gaetano Scirea, can I ask you how old you are and have you seen Gaetano Scirea play actually? And if you have, tell me all about Scirea because I don't know. I know very little about the guy. I know the name, of course. I know what he did and his merits and whatever. But yeah, how was he as a player? And if you can compare him to somebody from today's football, who would that be? Just a brief update to you guys. I see that, Sky is rumored that we will start with Gigi Buffon, as I said, tomorrow. Danilo Bonucci and Demiral will play 3 at the back, so no Chiellini, no surprise, basically. Frabotta, Quadrado, Bentancur, Arthur in the midfield. Yep, no surprise there either. And as I told you guys, Chiesa, Morata, Kulusevski probably will start up front. So there we go. Francesco, if you are 22 and your favorite player is Gaetano Scirea, wow. Wow. Yeah. All right. I mean, yeah. He read about him. He says that he read about him. Yeah, that's fun. That's very, very fun. I also read on Gaetano Scirea, and he sounds like a beast. But guys, if any of you who are watching this or in the chat or whatever, if you know about Gaetano Scirea and how he was as a player and who does he remind you of, please let me know. Apparently, yeah, he was a great player. Mirgan, what league do the Norwegians follow the most? And Samir, yep. answers perfectly. Samir, where are you from? By the way, Norwegians are Anglophiles. Yes, it's crazy over there. Yes, they are. They are absolutely loco. It's all about the English Premier League, like it is many places. But we keep up the fight. There are some guys that are very passionate about La Liga. There are some guys that are also very passionate about Serie A. And of course, Juve has their own Norwegian supporter fan club. Unfortunately, I'm not a part of that one. But it is what it is. The English is Sweden, Sverige. Yeah, he's from Sweden. There we go. It's not that far. I mean, this is based on how easy it is to talk football, because they talk in English over in the UK, so it's easy for us Norwegians, of course. So there we go. Also, we have Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, guys like Henning Berg, Tore André Flo. All those guys played in the Premier League, so of course, naturally, you're going to follow those guys. And Liverpool and Manchester United are the fan bases, the dominant fan bases in Norway, and it pains me every time I talk to any football interested person in Norway. They always ask me, "Who do you support?" And I say Juve. Huh? Juve? Why? Why nobody in the Premier League? And I say, I don't care about Premier League. Huh? What is wrong with you? Liverpool, Man United? No. I said, no, I don't care. Really, I really don't care. I'd rather watch Ligue 1 rather than watch freaking Premier League. Well, if Premier League is on and it's on and I have basically nothing to do, of course, this is football. I'm going to watch the football, but I'm not excited about it. I don't know. When Pep arrived in Manchester City, I thought, no, this is going to be fun. But still, it just doesn't. I can't bite. I can't bite on that stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. If you could sign any player that didn't play for Juve in history, who would you choose? That is a very, very good question. Who would that be? Who would that be? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Maybe Xavi. Maybe Iniesta, one of those guys. Well, we had Thierry Henry, but of course not in his prime. He was also a wonderful, wonderful player. There are so many players to choose from. So many crazy players. Van Basten was a great player. Well, I also had I always have a soft spot for these Brazilian kids, what's his name? Ronaldinho. Yeah, there we go. I always have a soft spot for him. It's crazy. It's crazy how it is. But those great players, I would love them to see them at Juve. But unfortunately, that's going to happen. But yeah, personally, he says he chooses Maldini. Yeah, that is a very, very good choice. Very, very good choice. And in any case, no matter who you'd wish, you'd be a perfect choice for your preference, because it doesn't matter. As every player that you're probably going to mention, will be good enough to play for Juve. So there we go. I remember Tore André Flo. He played such a goal scorer for Chelsea. Yeah, he played for Rangers. He played also for Siena. Brief cameo there. So yeah, he played a lot around here and there. And Francesco says he also would like Totti. Well, that one I'm not so sure about. Totti is not my favorite. I don't know. It's something about Totti that I just don't like. Maybe something because he spit on Christian Paulsen back in the day. I think it was in the year Euro 2000s or something. That didn't sit well with me. Yeah. Anyway, so it is how it is. So we move on. Tomorrow we face Crotone, and guys, my prediction was 1-3 to Juve. I expected, actually, since Cristiano isn't playing, I expected Cuadrado to score 1 and Kulusevski 2. I think it's too early for Dybala and Morata to get on the score sheet. I don't think they will be that good on form. But then again, it's Crotone, so you never know. For me, I don't really care. I don't really care who scores as long as we win. Of course, unfortunately, we're gonna ship one. It's just us. By a counter-attack, they have this huge striker called Simi. They'll probably launch a lot of balls to him, and somehow, some way, they're gonna nick one. But in total, we win comfortably 3-1. And we'll see. We'll see then how it happen. What happens next? Because then Cristiano will be still in isolation, of course, his with his COVID issues, and McKennie as well. And well, we'll see what how Ramsey is doing, and it'll be very exciting to see Chiesa if he starts tomorrow evening, and how does he play, and where will he play, and how good is he actually when we take him out of Fiorentina side and put him in our Juve side? How good will he be? So that's an interesting one. That's a very, very interesting one. So we'll see what happens. But I gotta say, these Fiorentina guys, Federico Bernardeschi, Federico Chiesa, I'm just feeling this vibe. There's something is not. I don't know. We're just buying them because they're young and Italian. The quality to start in the Champions League final. I wouldn't start with those guys. So yeah, Mergen going back to me being from. Well, to be honest, I'm actually not from Norway. But that's another story. Originally, I'm from Russia, but I've been in Norway for 20 years now. So for me. Norway is just a place I live in. I don't consider Norway to be, this is not the country that, unfortunately, and I'll be quite honest with you guys, this is not, I just don't feel that nationalistic feeling, I don't know if you know what I mean. I'm not that patriotic. That's what the word is. With Norway. I don't know, it never felt to me that way. So, but, how about your boy Holland? Erling Holland. That's what his name is, I think. Yeah. Personally, he is from 30, 40, 50 minutes from here, so it's not that far. He is from the same place, from the same county as I am in right now. So I know of him. I know of his father. Never met the guy, but of course the rumors are everywhere here in Norway. So eventually somebody who knows somebody who knows this guy. So that's how it is. But I don't know. I don't like the guy, to be quite honest. I don't like his attitude during the press conferences. Maybe he's gone better now, matured a little bit. But I get that everybody is. I get that everybody is doing the praising him because he's such a good player and whatever. But I don't know. He's just so arrogant during the press conferences. He's arrogant, and I don't like that. It's just the same with Joshua King, also the guy who is playing for Norwegian national team, plays in a Premier League, was rumored going to Serie A during this transfer window, by the way, but that never happened. It's just something arrogant with these guys, and I don't like it. And of course, Martin Ødegaard, the guy, plays for Real Madrid right now. Martin Ødegaard looks okay. That's fine. But something about the arrogance of Haaland that I don't like, unfortunately. So that's for me. Maria says 4-1 to Juve. Kulusevski 2 after 1 and Frabotta 1. Wow. If Frabotta scores tomorrow, wow. Will be crazy. I'll be super happy for the guy. But it's Frabotta though. But maybe. Imagine getting Aouar and Haaland. Okay, guys, listen. This Aouar kid, can we please put the brakes on this? It's not gonna happen. He's too expensive. Maybe we will be able to get him next season, but then we need to get rid of a bunch of players. And I say this as if Cristiano or Dybala leave next season, then maybe we can replace when we get Aouar. But because Sami Khedira will certainly be on the off, and maybe even Aaron Ramsey. So we need to we need to refill basically. So Aouar may be an option. Guys, I'm crazy for Jeremy Boga from Sassuolo. I like the guy a lot, so I really, really want to see him rather than Holland. To be quite honest, yeah, Holland might do good for us. I don't know. It just doesn't sit well with me. I don't know what it is. Just a feeling, just a gut feeling. Overrated players, just overrated because they are Italian, and that happens in Italy. Yeah, in Spain everywhere. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You mean talking about the Fiorentina players? Yeah, that might be very true. Yeah. Davide just joined me. Hi, back. Yeah. Tell me, Davide, about your experience as a Juve fan. If you are a Juve fan, if you're not a Juve fan, stay. But still, share me your first experience as a football fan in the football ground, stadium, where it was, and how did it feel to be there? Because yeah, I just told on this live stream that I told the story about how I went to Italy for the first time on my honeymoon, and yes, this was the picture that my wife took during the honeymoon from that game. It's actually quite cool, huh? I like this one because you see, it's not full. It's some empty seats over there. Pep Guardiola says Pep Guardiola is always present. I love Pep. When Pep is coming to my channel, I love it every time. Now people are coming into the channel. I like it. Pep just passing by to say Inter Merda. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure, Pep. It will be such an easy win for Mirke. Welcome to you. It's such an easy victory for the ragazzi. If you're talking about the Crotone game, yes, it will be. But we still need to win this. We still need to get those 3 points. Mirgen says Maguire, £80 million. Yes, what a joke. Overrated. And those guys, seriously, those guys in Premier League, they are smoking something beautiful, because they cannot spend so much crazy money on a player that's basically okay. But the same goes for us as well. Yeah, I completely agree with you. It's Federico Chiesa, Federico Bernardeschi, Patrick Cutrone. Remember Patrick Cutrone went to Wolves. What did he do there? Seriously, I just don't understand it. Moise Kean, 30 million to Everton. What did he do in Everton? Yeah, of course, for us, it's no problem. We get the plus Valencia, but why so much overrate? Why do we overrate them so much? But then again, if it's young, it's a talent. He plays in the league, so of course you're gonna hope that this is the real deal. So you gotta actually bet on it. So fortunately, Everton and Wolves, they bet on the wrong player again. So there we go. That's fine, Pep. That's fine. I'm started 47 minutes ago, so it will be next Friday the same time. So yeah, please join, because we just talk football. No aggression. Just talk football. Talking the experience of being at the Juve Stadium, being a fan of the club. How is it to be a fan of the club far away from the city you live, from the city of Turin? It's tough, but this is what makes it so much more fun, when you actually get to travel to Turin and visit the club and visit where they are, and it feels so much special. Because if you live in Turin, this is like an ordinary trip for you. Every Saturday, Sunday, you go to the stadium, you have yourself a beer, you have yourself a smoke, and then you just go home. But when we've gone from far away, we go to Turin. For us, this is an experience, and for me, this is a very special experience, because I want to live every second of it. Walk in the streets of Turin, enjoying a pizza, just walking around, listening to Italian language. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. Yeah, Crotone, yes, exactly. We have many other examples, Miriam. We have many of those guys. Unfortunately, I think actually the last Italian who did well in Premier League was Gianfranco Zola, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I think that was last time, and that's a while back. Man United should buy Rugani for 50 is cheaper than Maguire. Yeah. Well, to be quite frankly, fair to you, I think Maguire is slightly better than Rugani. I don't know. Actually, let's see. That's actually quite interesting. Ligue 1. I love how they pronounce it. Ligue 1. Oh, there we go. On Friday. So there we go. On Friday, Dijon or Dijon, whatever. They played against Rennes away 1-1. Today. Yeah, today. They just finished. There we go. Just finished. 1-1. So Rennes is actually the club that Rugani joined. And let's see. And Rugani played. Whoa, there we go. Rugani played for Rennes full 90. He got a yellow card just at the end of the game at the 88th minute. 1-1. Well, I haven't seen the highlights, of course, but he did play. So there we go. He did play for Rennes. 90 minutes for Rugani. Congratulations. So that means basically that they believe in this guy. Well, at least he gets a head start. According to WhoScore.com, he gets a 6.8 as a rating. So yeah, not that bad. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, there we go. Pep is betting. Pep is a betting man, I see. I love it. I love it. I know this is not Pep, by the way, but this is just too fun because he calls himself Pep Guardiola. So I gotta play along. So Pep Guardiola is a betting man. He needed over 2.5. Yeah, it's only ended 1-1, unfortunately. Yeah. And Camavinga, the guy who everybody is talking about, Camavinga came on in the 64th minute. Yeah, probably because of because he was playing for the national team. So there we go. Daniele Rugani played 90 minutes for Rennes. Breaking news. There we go. Samir says it's a lot easier to be a Juve fan now than it was 20 years ago. Yes, that is true. Where getting information in English was almost non-existent. Yes, and 20 years ago we basically had no internet as well. So, and the only thing you could get is through newspapers or yeah, word of mouth or something. So there we go. Yeah, so today is a lot different, much easier. Yes, but we can see that as well because our fan base is growing. In quality, in quantity, but not in quality. I fear that fans are just, well, I will be careful of saying it, but when Cristiano Ronaldo leaves the club, we will lose many, many fans because Cristiano has a lot of a huge fan base with him. And why? Well, because Cristiano is the greatest player on the planet, and that's just how it is. So there we go. I said it. Cristiano is the best player in the world. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy. But yeah, and before it was you really needed to take an effort. You really need to add an effort to find out about Juve, where did they play, what was the score. I remember back when I was living in Russia, it was only a newspaper. I could grab some newspaper and I just looked at the last page and there was scores. What happened? And Juve Cagliari or Juve Bari 1-1 or something, and it was like, oh yeah, they scored, oh yeah, they won or something. Yeah, it was great fun, but now a completely different story. Now I can sit at home and watch them play. I can rewatch the game. I can comment live if I want to. It's totally different story. I completely agree, Samir. Completely. I've been a Juve fan since I was 8 years old, and this happened because of Del Piero. There we go. My father was Italian fan, so that's how I started to watch Italy and love Del Piero. Yes, that's how it is. It is quite funny because when we start supporting a club, it's most likely because of a player, right? Like for Cristiano, for example. Cristiano is a perfect example. Cristiano, when you follow Cristiano, you start following Juve, right? So now it will be interesting when Cristiano, because Cristiano will eventually leave. So who will stay on? Do you actually fall in love with the club itself, or do you just stay for Cristiano's sake, or you are basically a supporter for Cristiano's sake? I don't know. It grew with me because first and foremost, it was it was Roberto Baggio with his ponytail. I loved the man. I loved the man for Italy. I fell in love with the Italian national team straight away when he played for them. And then I found out that he played for Juve. So this is how it started. And I started following Juve because he played there. and then it just exploded. And I started following Juve because they were successful, of course. And then Del Piero came on the scene, and and there on in. That's where it started. So yes, it all starts with the player, most likely for all of us that we've been young once. So of course, for us young kids, it's always easier to fall in love with one thing instead of to understand what a team is, what a team does. So Messi, of course, very easy to fall in love with. Cristiano, very easy to fall in love with. Dybala, Del Piero, Buffon, even though Buffon is a goalkeeper, slightly more complicated because then you need maybe a bit more focus, a bit more understanding with the football and how the football works. With he's a goalkeeper and what did he do? Why is he such a good goalkeeper? And what does he do for the club? So it all starts with the player, in my opinion. And for me, it was Roberto Baggio. For Mirgin right there, it was Del Piero. Juve Daily, by the way. Yes, Juve Daily, nice to see you in my chat. Pep, are you coming to Juve? Yeah, now there's a conversation between Juve Daily and Pep. Juve Daily, if you manage to get Pep to Juventus after Pirlo, if there will be a day after Pirlo, I'm all for it. All for it. There we go. I will highlight this, Maria, because you wrote this. This is... Don't ask me how I'm a Juventus fan. My dad is a Napoli fan. Yeah, well, stick it to him. I wonder how it's like at your home right now. 3-0 victory. I really hope you stick it to him every now and again. How does it feel? He probably hates the guts of Juve right now. Because, well, 3-0 victory, and they got deducted 1 point at the top of that, and also, well, basically they are rivals. And De Laurentiis is such a nice person to have as a president. So yeah, your home must be on fire, literally. Well, I hope not, but yeah, must be exciting times at the Costigliola residence. There we go. That's my pronunciation of your last name. There we go. Edgar, nice to see you, Edgar, in my chat. Do you think Juve would function better in a 4-3-1-2 with Kulusevski in the hole and Dybala and Cristiano Ronaldo up front? Yeah, it could be. But then again, where do you leave Chiesa? We just spent huge money on Chiesa, and for sure, he is a winger. He is not a striker. He is a winger. He loves that touchline. So, yeah, where do you leave him? 4-3-1-2. Yeah, it could work. It could work if it is defensively. Offensively, I'm not so sure. Defensively, because then Danilo would slot in right into right back, and we desperately need a right back. And yeah, and then we don't have to play with this. Well, then we don't need to play with Demiral, Bonucci, and Chiellini. And of course, De Ligt will also be back in November. So I'm not sure about the 4-3-1-2. I'd rather stick with what we have right now, because I think this is something work in progress, and this fits into the philosophy of Pirlo in order to gain the upper hand with ball possession and his triangle tactics offensively, and always have a man available that you can pass the ball to. I've read his thesis that it was made public. Very interesting read. So based on that read, I see that 4-3-1-2 is not what he looks for offensively. Maybe this will be a defensive strategy, but we'll see. There we go. Let's move on to Francesco. Yeah, in my case, I follow you because of the uniform. Wow. Francesco is from Puerto Rico. Oh, I love this. Trinidad and Tobago, now Puerto Rico. If I get someone in my group, in my chat here, from Fiji, I'd love it. Fiji. This is just the destination of the destinations. I'd love to go to Fiji sometime. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. But yeah. And football's not that big, so pure luck. I found the game on TV. Yeah, there we go. That's how it is. Luck, but also maybe Juve was looking for you, Francesco, and they found you. And now this is a bond, unbreakable. Oh, she just gets abused. He always hates Bacchus. Well, oof, I hope not. I hope that's not the case. But it's real fun. If you guys didn't catch the story, Maria's father, he's a Napoli fan. So send her some love, please. Please, and some good vibes as well. Ciao, RB Coms. Of course, always present. I love when RB Coms is joining my love. Then it's always action. Agnelli's interview yesterday, Mirgan. No, I haven't. I didn't have the chance to watch it, but I read it, and well, we already knew this. And he's a top president. And of course, the comment about well, if Napoli appeal and if they win the appeal, we're not gonna appeal back. We're just gonna, if they say that we need to play the game, then we'll play the game. We'll bring the ball. And I love it. I love the comment. No hiding. Believe in ourselves. Believe in our club. I love it. So yeah, Agnelli, so far so good. So far so good as a president. How do you see Chiesa doing on his debut? I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm excited. Well, first and foremost, we'll see what the formation will be tomorrow, and also we'll see how if Chiesa is actually playing. Basically, as a wingback or as a winger, we don't know. If the rumors are that it will be a 3-4-3 formation with Chiesa, Kulusevski, and Morata all the way up front. That's the latest I've heard. Let's see if there have any. Let's see if there are any news. Something happened maybe last half hour. I don't know. I haven't checked the timeline. No, nothing new. Yeah, if you haven't checked it, there are some cases, COVID cases from the under 23 side for Juve. Yeah, so there we go. Yes, Chiesa can be made right back, right wing back, like how Zabota was converted. Well, I'd say this. I watched Chiesa defend for Fiorentina this season, and it was not impressive. So I fear that Chiesa is just not good enough defending. And he's much better going forward, rather he is a defender. So that's why I call him Quadrado 2.0, because I think that he is slightly better than Quadrado going forward. At least he knows how to exploit the spaces and be direct. With Quadrado, it's more of a stop, decide what to do, and then he goes for it. But with Chiesa, it's basically straightforward. He fails sometimes, but at least he goes straight forward. So I don't believe him being all the way at the right back. That will be just destroying his abilities as going forward. Yeah, so there we go. Nayam also joining me. Lovely to see you here. I started following Juventus because of Cristiano. He's the best player of all time. There we go. But now I fell in love with the club. I'm going to continue to support Juve after the leaves. There we go. Thank you very much, Nayam. Thank you very much for that comment. I can take this comment and just slap it back into the history 20 years ago, 30 years ago, whatever, because it always starts with the player. Most of the times. So Cristiano Ronaldo for Nayem, and Nayem the Epic, lovely name. And now it's Juve. That's how it is. Unfortunately, the thing is, if you fall in love with the player and the player plays for a crappy club, you'll just end up supporting the player. But if the club appeals to you, if you think that the club you like the way we're thinking, you like the way we are expressing ourselves in media, the way we are acting, the way other players are acting, it just falls into play. If you agree with the club, then you just fall in love with the club as it goes along. And of course, if your father or mother or whatever, your relatives or your family, your brother or sister are fans, of course that's going to help a lot, of course. And this is why Maria is much more impressive, because her father is a Napoli fan, but then she just started to follow Juve instead. So there we go. So yeah, I am great comment. Yes, and this is what I love to see. I love that Cristiano is at our club, but when he leaves, who is left? Who really is there just for Cristiano, or who is there? Well, was for Cristiano and now for Juve. We'll see. Juve Daily with a lovely comment right there, and there we go. So yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard this, but the Cristiano has apparently got some stake from one politician, Spalafora, that's what his name was, about him not being Spalafora, about him not complying to the COVID restrictions, or to the basically he was infected in Portugal, but then he traveled back to Turin, and that was this Spalafora guy, Minister of Sport. That's what he is. He didn't like it, and then he just rams at Cristiano, and Cristiano, well, couldn't care less. And neither should he either, because it's just nonsense. Let's just go and do something else, right? Please focus on something different rather than focusing on one player and what he did right or what he didn't do right. It's one player. Please, if you want to focus on something, focus on the Napoli issue, that they breached whatever they did. They breached their bubble when Zelensky was tested positive. That's what I read. At least that's what happened. So it is what it is. People just love bashing somebody just to keep it warm, just to keep them journalists busy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I haven't seen anything about the squad that is to face Crotone tomorrow. I haven't seen any updates from Juve official site, so that's quite interesting. Probably because they're in the bubble, so we don't know anything. But never mind. Edgar, watching from Nairobi, Kenya. Wow, Cristiano is a great player. By the way, before I continue, I've been to Nairobi, Kenya, 14 years ago. How does it say? This is a non-profit organization. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry, I apologize. Non-profit organization. I've been traveling there to. I'm traveling to both Kenya and Tanzania. So Moshi, Arusha, Dar es Salaam, Zanzibar, Nairobi. I've been there. Nairobi, huge place, man. Huge place. Don't remember much of it, but yeah. It is. But anyway, Cristiano Ronaldo is a great player, but do you think he would be even greater if he was less selfish with the ball? I do not want to make this into a bashing of Cristiano, but sometimes, yes. I guess Sampdoria, I felt that way. I felt that he was a bit selfish. He scored for us in the end, but I felt he was too selfish, too focused on scoring rather than making it making it better for the team. This is one of the few faults that Cristiano has. He tends to be a bit, sometimes, slightly more selfish than he needs to be. But yeah, that's just me. That's how I feel about Cristiano. And sometimes when he doesn't play that well, or when he is the way he was, he will get a stick from me, because I don't want to see that in a player. I don't want to see that in my team. I want to see my team my players do good to each other. If you see somebody in a better position, you pass the ball. Don't be selfish. Sometimes Cristiano is selfish, I have to say. And well, of course, since he scored 1 million goals in his career, he has every right to be selfish at some point in time. But when it's clearly not advantage, when you have 3 guys marking you and blocking every path to goal for you, please don't shoot out of desperation. Play the ball to Frabotta if it needs to be. Play the ball to Douglas Costa. It's not up to you to do everything yourself every time. So this is why I told you during my preview, and actually the video before that, that I really want to see this Juve side play now without Cristiano. Will they give me something different? Will they prove to me that they can score, that they can win matches without their best man on the pitch? Because right now, let's face it, it is Cristiano. So For me, this would be very interesting. Morata step up, Dybala step up, Kulusevski step up as well. I mean, everybody needs to step up because we need to win this. We need to win this together. We don't need to play crap football and then just suddenly win it because Cristiano made some sick goals for us, and there we go. I need more. I need more from the team because sooner or later during the season, we will need that. We will need something else, something different than Cristiano. We will need a magic from Dybala, from Arthur, from Bentancur, from a vital tackle from Chiellini, something, a corner kick and then a goal from Demiral. That's what we need. If we don't have that confidence to do this, then we will be in trouble because then we are too Cristiano reliant. So yes, it costs us at times. I agree, Edgar, and this COVID is unfortunate, but it's an intriguing time because now we get to see the team without Cristiano, and I'm all about the team. I don't care about Cristiano alone. I care about the team together with Cristiano. So that's me. Juve Daily, I was watching. Was the 1 year since you were 1 year old. Well, there we go. Your father and mother just put you in front of TV and watch your football. What? And 0-5. So that means you grew up. Basically, your first understanding of what a TV was during the Calciopoli. Oh man, that's just sad. That's just sad. So when you're 2-3 years old, that you understand that. What is the TV? What do they show on the TV? Because I have a 3-year-old myself, so I know perfectly well how it is. So yeah, you basically the first thing you got from Juve was a Serie B season. Yeah, gotta hand it to you, man. You're still there, still hanging in, still in there. All right. Do we have anything more to report from the news? No, I don't think so. Pretty quiet right now. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I want to show you something. I want to show you something really, really cool, by the way. Let's see. So I have this crazy dude in Norway who was selling some cards from way back for nothing, basically 10 euros or something. And this is what I got. The whole pack of good old cards. I don't even know the player. You see, all of these beauties. Let's see if I can find somebody cool for you guys. Yeah, there we go. A legend. Times have changed, huh? Times have changed. Nicola Amoruso, huh? Anybody remembers this guy? Way back in the day. And look at the shirt. Look at the jersey. That's a sweet one, huh? That's a sweet one. Such beauty. I love these ones. I love this. This is such back in the day, man. And Angelo Di Livio, huh? Remember him? Oh, man. This is just lovely. And of course, my man in the Upim shirt, Baggio. Oh, man. I miss him. I miss him so much. We have many more. We go all the way back to Caligaris. Look at this. Look at the state of the card. Perfect. Vintage. Who is this guy? I don't even know who this Caligaris is. He played for you from 1928 to 1935. Wow. Amazing, huh? Amazing. I love this. If you have anything like crazy, like this stuff that I do, just hit me up in the chat. Yeah, it's lovely. There we go. Casiraghi actually prayed for us. Cannonieri. There we go. Claudio Gentili. Yeah. True, Edgar. Bobo Vieri, Pippo Inzaghi. There we go. My man, Alex Del Piero. I love that. They are so nice. I love this. I became a Juve fan because of Roberto Baggio. I tend to think that Pirlo will return the talent. Well, there we go. Edgar, yeah, you and me both. Roberto Baggio was the main man for me as well. Gianluca Pisotto and his unfortunate stuff that happened during the Calciopoli. He tried to off himself. Tragic. That's what happens, guys. That's what happens when stuff just hits you. See, mental health and all that. I know firsthand about those stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, American, those are super cool. And I plan on getting more. As soon as I see them, somebody selling those guys, selling these things, yeah. I love this. There we go. And this one, of course, you're lovely, huh? It moves. Ooh. Oh man. I'm like a kid in a candy store, huh? Do you speak Italian, Nayam? No, I don't. Not a word. Well, see, no. Well, no, I don't. I understand maybe 5%, 10% when the press conferences are done, because it's always the same things are being said. But very, very few, very, very, very little Italian. Unfortunately, I was planning to do an Italian course, but it never happened. It just, life gets in the way, and then just make your priorities, and then it is how it is. So on Sunday, guys, let's talk about something else. On Sunday, there will be a Juve against Pink Body. Juve women will play against Pink Body. Yes, it's a girly name, Pink Body, but I love it. They actually call the team Pink Body. So they will play on Sunday. I will, of course, watch that game. Yeah, and there we go. It's on Sunday. Of course, tomorrow evening is Crotone against Juve. Harper from Trinidad and Tobago, I'm sorry, is asking me how long before De Ligt is back. They are saying that it will be in the middle of November, so we gotta at least wait a month. But I hear that he is with the team. I hear that he is with the ball, so everything is okay. He just needs to get his fitness back, maybe just to make sure that his shoulder doesn't snap back, and he doesn't get a relapse, because that would be just unfortunate. But yeah, it is what it is with De Ligt. But luckily for us right now, it's Danilo looking good as a third man, surprisingly so. But I was actually not that surprised, because I kind of waited for this to be okay with Danilo, because he looks comfortable, not that bad at defending actually, when you just tell him to be a defender, not being crazy. And of course, Chiellini and Bonucci being comfortable in the three-man defense, and Chiellini is Chiellini, So right now we are good to go. Demiral is a backup. Hopefully he'll play tomorrow. And there we go. So we'll see. But of course, De Ligt will be back. In November. Talking about De Ligt, I'm gonna show you one more thing. This is this year's jersey. And I have to say, let me just get this tag out of the way. I don't know. I mean, I love the crest though. How it's sewed. Let me just show you up close. You see the seam. Yeah, you see that it's kind of sewed onto the fabric. It's nice, huh? It's nice, and also the fact that this Juve, the Scudetto badge, has this Juve. I don't know if you can see that slightly there. You can see the Juve script logo in there. Yeah. But I mean, the fabric itself is just. It's just so cheap. This is not the player version. This is just a regular version. But still, the fabric is so cheap. Yeah, and I love the font though. I love the font. The font is nice. But something about this jersey, I don't know. Why did they put a patch like this? Look, they put a patch on this way. Why not this way? Just follow the stripe. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It's it's a 6 out of 10 maybe for me for the jerseys this season, at least the home one. The away one I haven't yet. I haven't got that one yet. And the third one, the crazy one, I will of course get. But yeah, I'm not sure who will be the name on the back. I'm still considering a ladies player, by the way, Juventus women player on the back of the third jersey, just to be completely crazy. Yeah, so there you go. It's really easy. I learned it in only 6 months, says Naeem. Yeah, well, there you go. Congratulations to you, my friend. Well done. Unfortunately, I need a bit more time than that because, yeah, you know, family, life, work, commitments. Also, if I'm not that committed to learning Italian, I have also some other stuff going on. So yeah, it might be. But 6 months is impressive, man. Really, really impressive. How about Russian? Yes, I do speak Russian again. I do. Unfortunately, not that great as I did 20 years ago, but I do still speak Russian with my mother. So there we go. Roberto Baggio, I remember when he was commissioned to write a report and said Italians are losing because they are taught tactics too early. Well, there we go. If it is, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know this. If this is true, well, there we go. Too much tactical in Serie A. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, I see Edgar is actually writing quite a bit about this report. It's quite interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. Well done. Thanks, Edgar, for the info. Yeah. Guys, time to wrap up soon. But please, before we go to each to our own, please write your prediction for tomorrow. I'd like to see what you have. I think many of you have written already. 4-1 I saw from Maria, not mistaken. But yeah, just give me your predictions for the game tomorrow. And we'll see what happens, because then we will round up it, of course, after the final whistle tomorrow, also on the live stream right here. Juve Daily, are you going back on for videos? I'm not sure what you are talking about. Yes, I mean, the next live stream, if that's what you're asking, it will be tomorrow, just after the final whistle for the game, after the Crotone Juve game. I will upload the link, of course, just a bit, maybe tomorrow morning, maybe now. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, FIFA. No, I do not play FIFA. I hate FIFA to guts because this is such a scripted and boring. Recently, it became more and more boring than the FIFA 20, FIFA 21. FIFA 21, I of course haven't played because it's not out yet. But FIFA 20 is, I don't know. It's just so scripted, so bad. And freaking expensive also. It's like too expensive for a game that's almost the same every season. Basically, only players are different because they move from team to team. But I don't know. It's just and yeah, you gotta commit. You gotta commit. If you play FIFA, you really gotta commit with the ultimate team. You know, with the career mode. Even I remember I played FIFA up until FIFA 19. 19 was my last game. And there was a lot of career mode, very little ultimate team, because I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, because then you have to spend your own money, because all the packs that you get are most likely crap. So you gotta commit, and I just don't want to do that. I did a live stream. I think I did some videos about FIFA 18 on this channel as well. Did okay. I was enjoying myself, but I don't know. It's just too much hustle with FIFA. But yeah, it is fun when you get to play with somebody else live, online or something. But I rarely do that. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, you never know. Maybe I'll end up buying the FIFA 21. But I mean, I don't just basically have no time to do that, unfortunately. I have no time to play FIFA. It's unfortunately. There we go. We'll see. Mergen says 0-2. Okay, I'll buy it. Juve Daily 0-4. 0-3 from Nayan. 0-4 from Edgar. Yeah. Everybody is a clean sheet guy, huh? Well, I mind you guys, we tend to ship some crazy goals. We did it last season though, but now anything can change, of course, because now we are not that crazy. But against Roma, we looked poor. We looked very, very poor defensively. So we were lucky to draw. We were very, very lucky to draw. Kenneth isn't there, my fellow Norwegian. Hey, Kenneth. Yeah. Mm. Juve should get Joao Cancelo back. Well, should we though? I remember why we shipped him off. His attitude off the pitch. Everybody keeps saying that he's just not to be trusted off the pitch. Not that serious during the training sessions. Also, I mean, one highlight. I think I know why you mentioned Cancelo, because you saw him during this international break, and he did something great, I think. Or maybe it was for Man City this past week or something. I don't know, but I saw some highlight about him impressing. But that's just one thing. He did great for us on the pitch. Well, 70% of the time, but the other 30-40% he was absolutely crap. So I don't know. How can you work with such a talented player who is not trainable? We can work with this player. You just, when you get this player, this is what you get. He will not get better. He will not improve mentally, because I've seen this. If you can't do it with Allegri, and Allegri is actually a very good man manager, I'm sorry, then it just doesn't work. So I don't know, and to spend money on Joao Cancelo would be a waste, in my opinion, since we've got already Federico Chiesa. Hope Cuadrado starts on the right. Well, I hope Cuadrado starts just because we don't have anybody else, man. Well, Chiesa is there now, but we don't know much about Chiesa. Oh, Brescia scored right now, by the way, 2-0 against Lecce. Wow. Serie B. All right, sorry. Yeah, if Chiesa is impressing, then I say Chiesa starts in the long run. But right now, yeah, Cuadrado, I don't feel is good enough for us as a footballer, basically, because I feel his basics are some basics are absolutely insane. I mean, he can get past the player, nobody's business, very easily. But in return, we get a very poor defensive player in Cuadrado. And simple passes, also he tends to miss those, and that pisses me off many times during the game. Maybe there's something different with Chiesa, so we'll see. We'll see about that. But overall, Cuadrado against Chiesa, they are right now at the same level. Maybe I'll give a slight nudge to Chiesa because he's better going forward than Cuadrado is. Maybe slightly better crossing also than Cuadrado. We'll see that as well. But if we start crossing for crossing's sake, Cuadrado to Cristiano. That was the script last season at some point. It wasn't. I hope this isn't the case this season as well. Yeah, that's true. Cancelo was. I won't say he was indisciplined. I'd say Cancelo was. I watched some training sessions last when Cancelo was a player for Juve, and he looked uninterested. And there are also some reports that Cancelo is very hard to work with as a player for a manager. And yeah, it looked very strange when we sold the guy and we got Danilo instead. It looked very strange because Cancelo was a great player for us at times. And why couldn't we work with him? I mean, Sarri ball could work wonders with Cancelo, but I trust management on this one because they see what we see. We see that Cancelo was a good player at the 60% of the time. Great player. But then again, they see the total package. We only see what we see on the pitch, right? So there we go. What's up with the under 23s? Lega Serie A announced that the postponement of the Juve Primavera against Sampdoria. This was next week. For New Day, it will be set several games of the 4th and 5 rounds. Basically, that's because there are some COVID cases for the under 23s. So that's why we are in a bubble right now. Bubble. All right, guys. Time to run up. 1.5 hours coming up shortly. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this therapy session. I feel much better, actually. I started this stream a bit nervous because, this is the first session, and we just talk football on Friday night rather than going out with mates. Well, unfortunately, there are no mates here in during this COVID stuff lockdown. Well, not lockdown, but yeah, my mates are far from me at this moment. So yeah, Friday night I'll spend it with you guys, and it's my pleasure. So I enjoyed myself. We'll see you next Friday, of course. I really hope that we will, because I really I really want to do this next Friday as well. Great fun. I hope to see you again tomorrow in 24 hours, just after the final whistle, after the Crotone against Juve. I will be uploading the I'll be uploading the link to that live stream a bit later, maybe tomorrow morning or what, but it will come. So don't worry, this live stream on this channel right after the full-time whistle tomorrow will be there. So join me then. And last question from Nayan: what is your starting 11 against Crotone? Mirgan, take care. Yes, take care for you as you as well. Always good to talk Juve. It is indeed. Was your starting 11 against Crotone? I said that in my last preview. I posted it yesterday. Do check that out, please. But my starting 11 was, let's see, Buffon was in goal actually before the rumor started that it was actually going to be Buffon. So it's quite nice. And then I had Chiellini, Bonucci, and Demiral. So Danilo wasn't in the team, but now I see that he is rumored to be in the team, but not Chiellini. But Demiral will start instead of Chiellini. And then basically Frabotta, Arthur, Bentancur, and Cuadrado. I had them all in the starting lineup. This is also looks to be the rumored lineup. And going forward, I wanted to see Dybala, Morata, and Kulusevski behind them. But since there are rumors that Dybala won't be playing, or at least will be on the bench, then the rumors are that it will be Kulusevski, Chiesa, and Morata up front. I went with Kulusevski in Aaron Ramsey role, because I do believe actually Kulusevski could do quite well in that role behind Dybala and Cristiano when both of them are back. So there we go. This will be my lineup. My prediction for that game is 1-3. 1 goal to them, 3 goals for us. We will win that one. We have to, no matter the lineup, because they are crap. Bottom of the league, 2 goals scored, 10 conceded. Yeah. I would be surprised if that didn't happen. All right, guys. See you. Ciao. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Edgar. Thank you, Naim. Thank you to, let me just go through Harper. Thank you to Juve Daily. Thank you to RB Comps, of course. Francesco was there. Pep was just stopping by. Always nice to see Pep. And some other guys as well. Davide was there. Yeah, many other guys. So thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your night. And I'll see you in 24 hours. Hopefully with a